Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and it has been a while since I have brought you a video on teacups. So with the economy how it is right now, I was really interested to see, are teacups still bringing a lot of money? The answer to that question is yes. There might not be as many, but there are still quite a few that are selling for top dollar. The ones I am going to show you are going to start at $675 for one teacup and go all the way up to $7,000. Super excited to share these with you. These are updated. They are for the months of February, March, and April in 2023, and I'm going to show you them all right now. All right, so the economy's kind of a little bit crappy right now, but there are still teacups selling for a lot. This first one is a brand that I think most of us probably know, and that is Shelley. This is a vintage Shelley England Oleander Green Lily of the Valley teacup and saucer set. It sold for $675. And here I wanted to show you this teacup up close. You can see the beautiful lily of the valley flowers there. And I also want to show you, I try and show you the markings on the bottom so that if you are sourcing or maybe you inherited some, maybe this will help you to identify them. So here on the bottom of this one, you do see very clearly the Shelley England mark, and the single teacup sold for $675. Up next is a brand that I have not run across, and I have done quite a few of these teacup videos. If you haven't watched, definitely check those out. So this next one is actually a Russian teacup. This is a Kornilov Brothers Russian porcelain coffee or teacup and saucer. It has a bare handle. This one was an auction, got 6 bids, and sold for $809 for a single teacup. Here you can see it up close. Look at how cute the bare handle is. I have not seen anything particularly like that. And this one is marked. So here on the bottom, you can see it clearly says made in Russia by Kornilov Brothers. So really, really easy to identify. Was an auction, got 6 bids, and sold for $809. Up next is another name we should all be familiar with, and that is Meissen. So I'm going to show you the marking on this Meissen cup. This next one sold for over $800. This is an antique Meissen teacup and saucer, hand painted, Keikimon style. This one sold for $895. I did want to show you this one here up close. I love the graphics and the floral design on this one. And then I did want to show you as well. So a lot of them don't have decorative saucers, but here if you look at this with the saucer upside down, there is a beautiful, beautiful floral pattern on the underside of the saucer. And I did want to show you, just in case you did not know, the Meissen symbol is the double cross swords that you see here. So definitely keep an eye out for those. And this teacup, one cup, sold for almost $900. Up next is one that I am very familiar with. It has come up in every single teacup video we have done, and I have actually sold 4 or 5 of these myself, and that is an Aynsley cabbage rose teacup. This is a J.A. Bailey signed Aynsley, England cabbage rose gold teacup and saucer. They did put it was in pristine condition. This one sold for $895. Here you can see that teacup up close. If you look in that bottom right corner of the photo, you will see it is clearly signed J.A. Bailey. And here on the underside, you can clearly see the Aynsley with the crown England bone china, and a great sale at $895. Next, we have another Aynsley, another cabbage rose, but it is not your traditional J.A. Bailey. And Aynsley is not the only company that has some really high dollar selling cabbage rose teacups. We are going to see some more here coming up shortly, but for now, let me show you this other Aynsley teacup. This is a vintage Aynsley, England, 13 large cabbage roses teacup and saucer set. This one sold for $950. They did accept a best offer, but it was between $900 and $1,000. Here you can see this beautiful cabbage rose teacup with the gold gilt handle. And I do want to show you again, clearly marked Aynsley, bone china, England. And here is that cup looking up at it. These are beautiful 3D cabbage roses, and that was a great sale coming in at over $900. Up next is another one that is heavily laden in gold. This one is a Royal Vienna. This is an antique Royal Vienna teacup and saucer with cherubs and babies. Almost sold for $1,000. This one sold for $995. Here you can see the saucer and teacup separately. Again, this one is very, very heavy in the gold gilt. And here on the bottom, I wanted to show you this marking for Royal Vienna in case you come across any teacups from them. And that was a great sale at almost $1,000. All right, up next is a brand that is all over almost all of the high dollar videos I have done, and that is Hermes. This is an Hermes Blue Dual Bowl Customers number 3, Yellow Blues from Japan. It is rare. These sold for $1,011.27. Here you can see those two up close. They have them listed as teacups as well. Bright blue and yellow there. And on the bottom, I do want to show you, these are marked Hermes, made in France. So make sure you watch out. Pretty much anything Hermes, if it is a good price, I would pick it up. And these two little bowls or teacups sold for over $1,000. All right, up and next is a double warrant Paragon. And in case you don't know what double warrant means, that means they were appointed and used by the Queen in the royal palaces. So Queen Mary did the first appointment, and those that say they have double warrant were used more than once. So this next one is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I believe it is only the teacup. There is no saucer. So if you find valuable teacups and not saucers or vice versa, be aware that a lot of them can still be valuable. This is a Paragon teacup and saucer floating orchid, large white, pink, gold, double warrant. This is not the one I was thinking of. There is one in here that is only the teacup. This one does have the saucer. This one sold for $1,000. Here you can see it up close. I love the contrast with the white and the pink on this teacup. Beautiful, beautiful orchid. And here on the bottom, you can see Paragon, and you can see those two stamps indicating double warrant. Fine bone china, England, and that was a great sale for a single teacup at $1,000. Up next is a teacup, Harry Potter style. Harry Potter teacup sold for $1,000. This is a rare Harry Potter umbrage teacup. It sold for $1,000. Here you can see this teacup up close. It looks pretty simple. I would not have known that this was a Harry Potter teacup, and that was an absolutely great sale at $1,000. Unfortunately, on this one, they did not show the bottom stamp, so I'm unable to share that with you. Up next is one of my favorites. It is always one of my favorites, and it comes up quite often in these teacup videos. It is a chrysanthemum butterfly, and it's sold for over $1,000. This is an Aynsley butter. They put butter instead of butterfly. Butter and chrysanthemum, teacup and saucer. This one had repairs, still got 17 bids and sold for $1,025. Here you can see the teacup up close. This is an amazing teal blue. Beautiful butterfly there. And I did want to show you here on the bottom again, both pieces are clearly marked Aynsley, and this teacup got 17 bids that brought it up to over $1,000. All right, almost every one of these videos, I come across something when I'm searching for the word teacup that is not a teacup. This next one is a statue of a man with a teacup that sold for over $1,000. This is a Buster Keaton 21-inch Esco Tuscany statue, 1970s. They put coffee or teacup. They accepted a best offer on $9.95. Here you can see his face up close with his teacup or coffee mug. And then on the bottom, it has a sticker only with a number. So I'm unsure if under that felt there would be identifying marks. Keep an eye out though. Maybe you'll come across this guy somewhere, and he sold for almost $1,000. Up next is another pair of Hermes teacups. I don't think the pattern on this one is overly impressive, but when you throw that Hermes name out there, it means money. This is Hermes Guadalquivir Platinum Teacup Saucer Tableware 2 set. Coffee, they did put authentic, new, and rare. These two teacups sold for $1,100. Here you can see them up close. Again, not an overly impressive pattern to me, but it is Hermes. Now here on the bottom, I did want to show you again, clearly marked Hermes on the bottom, and a great sale. $550 a teacup is not too shabby. $1,100 total. Up next is the actual teacup that is only the teacup. It is a Paragon, and this cup without the saucer sold for over $1,000. This is a Paragon large white and pink cabbage rose gold teacup. They did put orphan in the title, meaning it does not have its saucer. And then they also wrote teacup only, no saucer. They accepted a best offer on $1,099. Here you can see that teacup from the top. Beautiful pinks in the center and lighter flaring out. And on the bottom, this is a double warrant Paragon, and a great sale. Teacup only for over $1,000. All right, we have got another Aynsley, another J.A. Bailey. So these J.A. Bailey cups have cabbage roses. I also have sold some fruit J.A. Bailey cups, and they come in different colors, and it is very important because some of the colors are more sought after than others. So definitely make sure if you're trying to get a price on a teacup, look at something that is exactly like yours. So let me show you the second J.A. Bailey. This is a vintage J.A. Bailey, Aynsley, England, bone china, cabbage rose, gold scallop teacup and saucer. This set sold for $1,150. Here you can see the saucer up close. Beautiful full design on that saucer. And then here on the bottom of the teacup, I want to show you again, very clearly marked Aynsley. Up next is another Paragon double warrant teacup, another auction, another one sold for well over $1,000. This is a Paragon England double warrant This is another white orchid, so you can see these prices can range even within just a few months. This one got 14 bids, sold for $1,200. Again here, that beautiful pink with the orchid. And I wanted to show you these side by side because the saucer is a full print of the orchid as well. And again, here on the back, you can see the double warrant symbols, as well as it is marked orchid, so you would know the pattern. And that one brought 14 bids and went to $1,200. Up next is a Versace Medusa, to be exact, and it sold for a lot. This is a Versace Medusa amplified golden coin set. This one actually was 4 espresso and 2 teacups. The set sold for $1,263. Here I wanted to show you up close. Super, super cool red and gold with Medusa, and a great sale at $1,263. All right, we are up to the top 5 selling teacups from the last 3 months in 2023. They are going to start at a little over $1,200, and they are going to go all the way up to $7,000 for a single teacup. So I hope you're as excited as I am. I love teacups. I love learning about them. I love selling them. I do not collect them. I do not collect much, but these are beautiful, beautiful teacups. Let me show you the first in that lineup. This is a double warrant Paragon. We're seeing a pattern here, right? These double warrants are going for good money. Gold and large cabbage rose teacup and saucer. This one sold for almost $1,300, $1,294. Here you can see that teacup on its side. Beautiful, beautiful red rose. And I did want to show you the outside of this cup is a beautiful dark, dark pink. And on the bottom, you can see the double warrant mark is on both the bottom of the teacup as well as the saucer. And a great sale, got 22 bids. This one was an auction and sold for $1,294. Up next is one that I haven't really seen a ton of, and that is an intaglio, and this one brought big, big money. This is an antique Sevres Imperial Roman intaglio painted teacup and saucer. It sold for a best offer on $1,499. Here you can see them up close. Again, a lot of gold on this one, as well as the pink. Very fine detail on the outer edges of the saucer. And this one I want to show you the bottoms because this one is not marked at all and still sold for almost $1,500. Up next is a Shelley, and it is not what I think of as traditional Shelley, which is the more floral teacups. This one is bright yellow. I've run across these a couple of times in these videos, and they never get old. I absolutely love the way that these look. This is a Shelley England teacup and saucer Art Deco Vogue yellow and gold. This single yellow teacup sold for $1,555. Here you can see it up close. I absolutely love the lines on the design of this teacup. And again, just as with all Shelley, here on the bottom you can see the Shelley England mark, and that was a great sale at $1,555. All right, we are up to our top 2. The first one, of course, is a Paragon. This is a rare Paragon 1 floating red rose on gold teacup and saucer, bone china England. This one is a double warrant. It sold for $3,000 for a single teacup. Here you can see that teacup up close. Beautiful, beautiful pink saucer with a ton of gold around that red rose. On the bottom here again is that double warrant stamp. And I did want to show you the saucer on this one because it was not solid pink. In the center of that saucer, you also have that red rose surrounded by gold. And this single teacup brought $3,000. So I have done some research, and the top selling teacup was actually the one that you just saw. I will put this up here for you. This is a teacup that shows it sold for $7,000. However, upon further research, teacups just like this sell for only a few $100s. So while it is valuable, it is not worth $7,000. I do not know that it was paid for. It is possible that it was, but after doing a little further research, I don't feel comfortable saying that this truly is a $7,000 teacup. So here I'm going to show you this Queen Elizabeth II 1953 coronation teacup and saucer. Shows that it sold for $7,000. However, when I looked up other teacups, that exact teacup is actually selling for, again, it looks like around $150. So it is not worth $7,000, I do not believe. So I don't want to show you guys anything and tell you it's worth that much when truly it is not. Now, a seller very well might have got that much for it. If they did, good for them. But you got to look at all of the factors when you are trying to research this. And if you see one that sold for $7,000 and the rest are selling for only $100 or $200, most likely that $7,000 sale is not a completed sale. So I just want to point that out. So that Paragon at $3,000 was the top. I want to thank you if you've hung out with me this far. If you haven't yet, come hang out with me on Whatnot. Tonight we have a bunch of beautiful, beautiful silver plated gemstone jewelry. We're going to have amethyst, we're going to have labradorite, we're going to have malachite, and a lot more. It is all pendants and rings of various sizes. So come over, check it out tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And for the first time ever on Friday, I am going to do a whole show with nothing but my handcrafted resin art. So I'm going to pop some pictures up here for you and show you some of the items that will be available that I have made this weekend to sell on my Friday show. So the date of that, if you're watching this later, the resin show is going to be Friday, May 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And here are some of the pieces that I have made so far. I am still making some more. So here you can see some of the beautiful, I use real flowers. So these are real pressed flowers in resin with the butterfly coasters and also little dog prints and paws. Here's some more of those flower bookmarks. And here are some new ones I got with 4-leaf clovers, cool tropical leaves. These all do have tassels on them now. And I just this weekend, just yesterday, finished a bunch of beach stuff that you are seeing here. So I have beach bookmarks, I have beach barrettes. I also have this gorgeous shell trinket dish, the mermaid tail. All of these are made with real sand from Florida. I actually got these down in the Florida Keys, the sand for them. And here you can see some more of those bookmarks. So all of this stuff is going to be available. Some of them will be as keychains, some will be as pendants, and there's going to be a lot more. So if you haven't come, again, you can get $15 free using my link. Bookmark that show on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing more resin shows as well. I really, really appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. Check out the playlist with all of the research videos. Oh, Dalton came to say bye.
I stopped to stare, Mom.
He was trying to scare me. So happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers. Today is Mother's Day. Don't shine the light in their eyes, please, son. He got some lasers for his fingers, so he's been in the back of the shed playing with those. Can you tell everybody happy Mother's Day? All right, happy Mother's Day from our family to yours. We appreciate you watching.
Bye, guys!
We will see you on the next one. Bye. Bye.